That review kid. How are you doing, Richard? Why don't you sound familiar? I am exhausted. I should be sleeping. Last 3 days, I've had a 7.5 hour turnaround, another 7.5 hour turnaround, and then a 4 hour turnaround. So, Memory the Fisherman. Hi, everyone. Memory, you're a good dude. I appreciate all the comments you leave me. Oh. My alarm clock broke and so I was late. Comments help the channel. Yes, they do, bro. Yes, they do. I mean, it's one of those things. I feel guilty taking money from my fans or my viewers. I guess I shouldn't really call them fans. I don't know if fan is the right word. There are definitely some people that watch this who are not fans of mine. Some of the people who watch this just to see the hot mess that my life is. Maybe it makes them feel better about themselves, you know? I don't know. But yeah, ginger tea today. Unsweetened. Because I am fat. Hmm. Trying to get me a screener of the elusive Lake Placid. Having seen that before, and it having a tie in with the Anaconda series. Uh, Car Snow, welcome to Strong Supporters. Thank you. That means that he's joined the lowest tier of my um, subscribers. Memory of the Fisherman, I just wanted to do my part to help you grow. Yeah, bro, and you're good at it. Simmons, what's your take on the Epstein files? What do you mean, what's my take on the Epstein files? I mean, obviously they should be released, and there are a lot of people that should go to jail. The victims want closure, and I accept that. Lord Liam, Saldos desde Argentina. Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is, I've never left you. Oh, and my computer says hot days ahead. That's not good. Unknown kid. Hello, sir. What's up, unknown kid? telling some of my subscribers here. What's the average temperature in your area? I live in Los Angeles, so um, triple digit days aren't uncommon, but generally it's around 85 for spring and summer. I mean, the thing is, guys, that normally for the job where I'm outside, I work at night. And being as I work at night, normally temperature is not a big thing. But lately, I've been starting at 1 p.m., so I'm out there in the hottest hours of the day. And by the end of my shift, I'm covered in sweat and salt. It's like I had my day job today. Okay, I got off at 5 o'clock in the morning after a 16-hour shift, and then I had to come home and shower and then go to my day job. And it's like, I'm just beat. Simmons, are you able to garden in your area by any chance? If so, you should take up gardening and add some gardening videos to your channel. To be completely honest with you, Simmons, I do drunken gardening or seeds after the rain, which means that I do plant things on my property, but I more just toss seeds and hope. I mean, California is a wonderful place to garden, and to be completely honest, what I want to do is splicing, which means I can get things like finger lime cuttings and splice them into my citrus trees. I have two citrus trees. I have a kumquat and a lemon. And what's up, Phil? And, it's like, yeah, I would really like to have a diversity of citrus fruits growing because when I buy a bag of citrus, like either I cut them up and freeze them or they go bad. And it's just, right now I don't have the infrastructure to be freezing things. Like I have to clean out my big freezer. And it's just like, yeah, I would like to be a professional YouTuber. I would like to be to the point where it's like, all right, everything in my life is a video. Like working on my washing machine is a video, but I'm not at that point. And it's like, yeah, if I wanted to do that, like I actually just filmed a video about because people have been complaining because I'm not doing as many lives as I used to. Well, I'm working 90 hours a week. And it's like, yeah, I would have to get to the point where I would call my cleaning lady once a month. And I think she's about $150, which is really reasonable for the work she does. But she spends 4 hours. And it's like, even like, first I would have to spend like an entire month cleaning my house to even get to the point where I can call her. And then when I call her, she would spend 4 hours and be like, "You are concerned with the kitchen. That's where I'm filming today." And it's like, I talked about one thing I could do is just breakfast with Richard, and you guys could watch me cook breakfast. The thing is, I normally don't cook my own breakfast because I don't have the time. Oh. Car snow. It's 28 here. Time stamp. 85 is pretty nice. We have a blizzard warning this evening. Lol. Yeah, I mean, I was talking with the drivers the other day. I was like, like, well, it could be raining. It's like, I would so prefer the rain. Yeah, the rain is nasty, but I mean, the heat is more dangerous to me. That's the thing about California is we don't get below freezing. So, like, it gets cold. Like, okay, I'm uncomfortable. It gets hot. Okay, I'm getting hurt. Like, I might need to go to the hospital. Crenshaw, new sweat in a bottle merchandise. Simmons, placing would be cool to get into. Yeah, I mean, again, like I don't have the room for more citrus trees. Like what happened was I worked at a place. It was a property that was basically abandoned, and my job there was to keep the homeless out. And they had a bunch of fruit trees, a bunch of citrus trees. So I went and I picked the citrus trees. I picked the citrus, and kumquats are essentially oranges that are the size of a grape, and you can eat the skin. So I brought them home to my brother, and he was like, "Oh my god, I love these. Get as many of these as you can. I eat these every day." So when I stopped working there, he went out there and he bought a kumquat tree. You know, oh, Phil, Clover update. Um, well, he still can't keep a cell phone, but he's got more money in the bank than me apparently, which it's like he's all, I told him, I said, you have enough money to go to a dealership and buy a car cash. Don't be asking me for rides, dude. Mike, Richard. Oh, Amanda. Hello, my husband, sexy ass man. Love you always. Uh, when Amanda starts talking about ass related things often happen. Oh, Amanda, hit that damn ass like button, everyone. Phil, yeah, YouTube changed my name. Yeah, Phil. I know. I recognize you, though. Oh, Amanda, blame it on YouTube. Thank you, Richard, for coming to my YouTube live last night. Well, I didn't do that kind of coming, but I mean, Memory of the Fisherman, I feel like the rain brings more humidity. It all depends on which you like or can stand more. Again, dude, um, if I work in the sun long enough, I will get blisters, you know, I will get physically injured. The rain doesn't get cold enough here for it to be dangerous. Like it's not gonna be freezing rain. And to be honest with you, one of the ways that you brown fat as a human being, which essentially prepares your body to burn fat, is by exposing yourself to cold. So cold is better for me than heat. Simmons, man, I wish I could go kumquats here. Believe it or not, my first time eating a kumquat was in a small village in Afghanistan. Um, Kumquats were not in fashion for most of my life. I mean, it's like even if you go to the farmer's market here, where I live, we have a farmer's market in Whittier every Friday. And, you see stuff you could see at the grocery store. So like there's just no reason for me to go there other than to support local business. And I could generally get like I could get rainbow chard there, which is harder to find other places. So yeah, if I'm making a salad, but almost never do you see kumquats. But now you see them at the grocery store. So yeah, I mean, like I say, if it weren't for the fact that I work all the time, my diet would be a lot better because I actually prefer healthy food. Like, you guys see like I eat ice cream, okay, but I eat ice cream like it's 50% berries, which it's still fattening, but I mean, like as opposed to just eating, say, a hamburger. Uh, uh, Amanda, I stripped last night, so you got to strip tonight. Oh, you want to see me take my socks off again? You didn't strip, you were just naked. There's a difference. Phil, if you and Amanda were locked in a room, what are the three items you would choose to have? Depends on how long we're going to be locked in that room. I mean, are you talking like 4 hours? Because that's like, sleeping bag, a big pillow, and a bottle of whipped cream. But like if you're talking about 12 hours, you know, talking about 12 hours, we would want a portable toilet. Ugh. Amanda, miss you live. Sorry, I've been working a lot. Yeah, I've been working a lot too. This is my first live since last Sunday. VM, hey fellas. Mike, if it rains, then stops and sun comes out, is it miserable? Not normally. I mean, we haven't had a lot of hot rain out here. Amanda, a whip in my number one. Or is my number one? I said whipped cream. Amanda, a banana. Again, that depends on time. Amanda, so what do you want for dinner? I'm cooking tonight. I'm going to eat you. Remember the Fisherman. St. Patrick's Day is coming soon. Yeah, it is. And I have some Irish coffee from Trader Joe's to review. Phil, sleeping bag, pillow, and whipped cream. I had a mouth full of water and an almost choked. Huh. Bingo Healer. Hi there. What's up, Bingo? Car snow. I live in Canada and we have had snow since November. Yes, well, I'm sure if I started driving now before sun up, I could find some snow. But bingo, hi there, teddy bear. Mike, if I was locked in a room with my wife for 3 hours, I'm bringing duct tape, earplugs, and beef jerky. Yeah. It's like I told Phil the other day to fix stupid, apply tape to mouth and foot to ass. Neal, what's your cellular data plan? I basically have unlimited. Like I'm thinking of reducing my plan because the use of my computer is a hotspot. Like I I just was using my computer to look up like emails and stuff, and they've already said like I've got 10 gigabytes left or something. And it's just the amount of high speed data I have is so small. Oh, Amanda, hit that like button, everybody. This is a sexiest, amazing Richard. I think there are sexier Richards out there. Bingo Healer, make Mike. I thought beef jerky was something naughty people do with a bull. I can't even imagine that. Amanda, if you throw some money, he will strip a layer of clothes. Well, I got an extra layer here, so I could do that. BM, do you download a lot of stuff? Only at home, and I'm not as much as I used to. Um, I used to rely very heavily on downloaded material because uh, that was what I could reliably get. But when I'm at work, I basically have to stream things. And stream it on my phone. Amanda, Richard, you missed me and you know it. Hell yes, I did. But then you needed the time to recover. Mike, is your Wi-Fi cable, fiber, or wireless? Um, I have cable at home, cable modem. It's the only thing you can get in my area. DSL doesn't function. You could do satellite, and I think Verizon has like the FiOS, whatever it is. But it's like if I'm going to do what I would actually like to do, like let's say I'm a professional YouTuber and I'm making like 200,000 a year, what I would be doing is I would have the wires fished, is what it's called, and then I would have a place where a central data center in my house where the security system would go, and then that would have a link to both satellite and cable. And the reason for that is because if one goes out, you still have the other. I mean, right now I am uploading 15 videos. Uh, VM, you used to burn DVDs, Neil? No? I mean, I do have a DVD burner somewhere. It's currently inside a dead computer, and I'd have to take it out and wire it. But I never like sold DVDs or anything. VM. If you will recall, I have Random Street Theater, which is where I review movies, and so it's like downloading or streaming them is how I get them because I don't make enough money to like go to the theater, so I have to rely on what's available. It's like the thing for me to do would be to go to my local AMC like right when it opens on a Friday and you know stay there for 6 hours, watch three movies, come home, film the reviews for them, and get them up by Saturday morning. That would be the thing to do, but um, you know I don't make enough on my videos for it. Carsnow, throw this guy some money already, and I don't know clothes were supposed to come off. Well, I mean, you keep them. It's like, look, guys. I will make this clear. I am not above doing these live streams naked. Okay, I'm not. I used to do naked videos. So, if you guys want to see a fat guy's hairy chest, like, yeah, there's a price for that. Memory the Fisherman. I use Starlink. Hmm. I should probably look into that. Phil, cars now. Car snow. Oh, car now. Cars now. Yes, you are correct. I use Starlink as well as I live in the boonies. Oh, Amanda, Richard, you got money. You got a strip. $2? Really? I'm not a cheap whore. One layer of clothes. It's the rules, remember? Okay, for $2, I'm going to give you guys a sock. There, I stripped. I took a sock off. It counts. Ah, Phil. Hello, bingo. Amanda, he only does it if I'm around. You're the only one that wants to see me take my socks off. Don't know why. My toenails are nasty. Bingo here. Good day. Amanda, so your sock, your shirt, you undies, lol, things. Something. Let's go. I took it off. Memory, the fisherman. What movie do you like? What movies do you like? Um, Typically I watch strange and obscure. Like I think the number one film review I had for last year was Cocaine Crabs from Outer Space, and I really enjoyed that movie. I just filmed a review for Kaiju Glam Metal Shark Attack, and that was a particularly enjoyable film. But it depends very heavily. I don't like movies about first world problems. Let's just say it that way. I will watch almost anything sci-fi though. VM, how many streaming platforms are you subscribed to since you got Random Street Theater? I am only subscribed to Prime. All right. There are websites where I can sample movies. The selection is, whatever people think is popular. Okay, so like I can only watch Prime, but I mean if you have something you want me to review, like somebody said they wanted me to review Puppet Master, and I now have a streamer on file for Puppet Master because tomorrow I'm going to be somewhere where there's no internet, so I can watch Puppet Master. All right, Monday night I will be able to stream off of my phone, and it's anything goes at that point. So it's like I just watched War Machine, and War Machine is a Netflix movie. Um, Amanda, okay, send $20 to take off his shirt. Lol. Bingo Healer, what would you do if I sent 500? I would take off my shirt and undershirt if that's what you want, Bingo. Phil, what does Mr. Fabulous consume in order to stay up all night at the club? Okay, Mr. Fabulous does not need to consume things to stay up all night at the clubs. He feeds off the love energy, okay? Just the love energy. And French people. Oh. Amanda, I love The Goonies. Yeah, I actually have that on DVD somewhere, or at least I did. That was my favorite movie growing up. My brother was really surprised when he found out my favorite movie is Aliens because he says, "You were always watching Goonies." Yeah, I was a kid, Paul. Mike, Phil, body fluids. Oh, that would make a great energy drink, wouldn't it? Body fluids. They do make woman flavored soda. Like I've tried that. It's called Kava Sutra, and it's like this tastes like woman. And my sister was like, "What do you mean it tastes like woman?" I say, "It tastes like woman." I'd say she's about 25 years old in reasonably good health, and she's had at least four partners. Okay, at least four. She would have to be a really dirty girl if it was any less than four. Because I mean, yeah, it's just a little bitter. Oh, I'm into $500. He better take it all off, or he's getting the whip tonight. Memory of the Fisherman. I like Happy Gilmore, but 2 was okay. I didn't see 2, and I don't think I've reviewed Happy Gilmore. Desmond Shire. Guacamole or avocados? Oh, avocados. I hate it when they put onions in guacamole. I'm really kind of a basic guy. I like things simple. Um, Amanda, nope. I had a crush on the Need Kid. The Need Kid. I don't know what you mean there. Bingo Healer, is there a sequel to Goonies? Not that I'm aware of. Phil, I've seen the Goonies about 20 to 30 times in my life. I've seen it more than 100. I used to be able to recite the movie verbatim. Timestamp, $5, not 500, but we got to start somewhere. Bingo, avocado straight from the tree. Yeah. Um, Typically in California, avocado toast is the big thing. You take avocado and you spread it over toast and maybe a little salt. In the Philippines, they actually have avocado with sugar. Yeah, one of the biggest shocks of for me was finding out that Fratelli brothers with the glasses played Ralphie in Sopranos. That surprised you? I mean, he played an Italian criminal in one and an Italian criminal in the other. In fact, they easily could have called him Ralphie Fratelli, and no one would have known the difference. Bingo healer, avocado straight from the tree. Yes. Cars now. I have seen the first Shrek movie so much I can quote it word for word. Believe me, donkey, if it were me, you'd be dead. Phil, sister impersonation, please. Okay. That was her asking me to make meatloaf and cornbread. Miku Healer, I have a crush on Bandit Healer. Don't know who that is. Amanda, okay, $5, baby. You need to take off another clothing. Mm, let's go. Let's go, baby. Drive me crazy. Memory of the Fisherman. Pulp Fiction was a good movie. Pulp Fiction was considered one of the greatest films ever made. There's the other thought. I believe Pulp Fiction is on the 1001 films you must see before you die, and it is um, definitely deserved. VM Ralphie was a redhead and pretty evil in Sopranos. I guess I didn't recognize him without the glasses. You know, it's one of those things. It's like I recently, at Phil's request, I watched Star Kid, and recently, I mean last year, and it's like I did not know that was the kid from Jurassic Park. Amanda, send more guys. We gotta get him naked. Phil, the cough at the end is my favorite part. Haha. Bingo, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, good movie. Never saw that one. Cars Now quickly became the strip show. Amanda, oh hell yeah, baby, take it off. You know, around the turn of the century, I was working at a club and I knew this guy. And one time he jumped on stage, he started singing dun 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 na 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 na. And he then started putting his clothes on. And I said, what the hell are you doing? He goes, well, no one's gonna pay me to take them off. Bingo Healer. Bandit Healer is the dad of Bluey and Bingo. Not familiar with Bluey. Phil, how did you like Star Kid? Is my review not up, bro? I could swore it was. Yep, review's up. It debuted February 9th, so uh, and Phil has been a strong supporter for 5 months. Bingo Healer. Aquaries. What does the emoji mean? Amanda laughing. Mike, do you like the California raisins when they were around? I would rather watch the California raisins than eat California raisins. Let me put it that way. Amanda, Phil, did you send him money? Oh, he subscribed, so yes. Phil, all the leaves are brown, and the sky is gray, and the sky is gray. I've been for a walk on a winter's day. I'd be safe and warm if I was in LA. And Phil will check out my review. Bingo Healer, California is known for its orange. Am I right? Yes. In the rest of the world, they say real California orange juice. But in California, we drink Florida orange juice, which is a lot like California orange juice, only with more alligators and meth. Amanda, send more money. I want to see his chest. Ugh, why? Bingo Healer, he keeps his chest in the basement. Lol. Timestamp. I heard the sequel to The Last Starfighter coming out. On your watch list? Um, it's a sci-fi movie, so yes. I mean, I will. I don't know if I'll be like anticipating it, but it definitely on my watch list. Timestamp. I heard Amanda Richard. You seen me naked? It's your turn. I didn't see your chest. When are you going to show me some boobies? Phil, 199, 10-second sister impression, please. Let's see if I can find a timer. Huh? All right. Let's go. We're going to do this for 10 seconds. It's not moving. Okay. That was hard. Linda, Phil, send you money, baby cake, so you got a strip. No, that was for a sister impression. A very hard one. Remember the Fisherman? I recently found that Bruce Willis actually did some singing. Yeah. Was a very talented and intelligent man before the neural degradation. Very sad story, Mr. Willis. Bingo Healer, I have a great body. I keep it in the freezer. Benda, I'll show you boobies, lol. It will be your very own live stream. Only you will be invited. Remember the Fishman, Bruce Willis, a pretty good singer as well as a great actor. Yes, he was. Amanda, bingo. Phil, that would be good live highlight. I don't choose the highlights. BM, thought I had Jurassic Park playing in the background for a sec. Well, you know, the T Rex in Jurassic Park is a chick. And I'd rather be locked in a room with her for 5 hours than my sister. Smell a lot better. Amanda, come on, sexy, gotta take something off. Phil gave you money. No, he gave me money for a sister impression. Bingo Healer, he sang a version of Under the Boardwalk. Yeah, I mean, a lot of like Rick Moranis has an album. I've never listened to it, but he does have one. I mean, crazy thing. I was once randomly at a McDonald's with a guy I was went to high school with, and we just started singing. It's like that. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies'll be blue for all my life. And just randomly, when we were done, this old lady just comes up and says, "You boys have a nice day." And we're like, "Huh?" Amanda, okay, someone else give him money. Oh, Phil, Richard, sis bulking up to take on Godzilla and King Kong. No, no. Godzilla is bulking up to take on my sister. King Kong, he ain't got the balls to take on my sister. Cars now. Amanda, you got some cute cats. There's a dirty joke in there somewhere. Amanda, thank you. Bingo Healer, feeling bored. Send this to a random number. I hid the body. Now what? Yeah. That would not be a good idea in Los Angeles.
Back don't work so good. History.
Okay. Apparently, someone is requesting that I do a review of the documentary "The Dark Side Life of Sad Life of Boogie 2988." Ugh. Ugh. I don't know if I want to do that. Uh, Phil, Ice Station Zebra, P.O. Box. Yeah, I wonder what happened to Al. I haven't seen him in a bit. Amanda, come on, guys. Get him to strip more. We want to see. Okay, I want to see. Yeah, the rest of them would go blind. Cars now. Richard, you single still? Yes, I am single. Um, you know, again, I have no time for relationships. And it's like, look, you know, Amanda, he's single but loves to play. That's true. It's like I say, at the local market, there's like three girls that I'm pretty sure would say yes if I asked them out. But, like I work every day of the week, I have no free time. Oh. Amanda, I love it when he plays. Yeah, Amanda plays for keeps. Cars now. No, you have to be single so Amanda has her fun. Lamo. Phil, how are you able to stay awake, bro? Um, to be honest with you, Phil, my heart rate tends to drop so low that I appear to be in a sleeping state digitally. So it's like my eyes are open and I'm looking around, but I'm not moving. Like one of the things I do is I hang myself on chairs. Okay, I sit in one chair and I have another chair and I put that chair in my armpit. Okay, hang myself so it's supporting me, takes away all the tension from my core, and then that's like you can sometimes there's like a half an hour of just sitting like that at one of my works. My other work, I sleep on my lunch break. Amanda, Richard, can come to the bathtub live again tonight. When is it gonna be? I mean, I need sleep. Deleb Dugas, haha, so funny. Phil, has it always dropped low? Maybe you need more sleep. I definitely need more sleep. Um, One of the theories or hypotheses, I guess you would say, about me is that I suffered a bleeding ulcer in youth and I was always tired. And it's like, yes, I need more sleep, but like my body's kind of used to running on empty because I used to bleed so much inside. Amanda, Lemo, even if he had a girl, I'd still make sure I had my fun. I'm bad with Richard. Well, I mean, there are a couple of girls that wouldn't mind you coming over. Caleb Douglas, LMFAO, Amanda, Phil, how come you wasn't at my time live last night? Bingo, when my grandma lays on the beach, Greenpeace tows her into the ocean. When my sister lays on the beach, they call the military, and Japanese people run in terror. Monday will be around midnight our time, Richard. I will try to be awake. Phil, damn, I missed it, Amanda. Lol, bingo. Jabari, will you be watching the Boogie Doc? I watched it and it was pretty interesting. If I watch that, you will see a review of it on Random Street Theater. Okay, so subscribe to Random Street Theater. There is a link in the description. Wrong pipe. Or on my channel page. Oh, Amanda, you better not miss it tonight, Phil. Caleb Douglas, why isn't there a pregnant Barbie doll? Ken came in another box. Yes. Immerania, hello. Amanda, Kale. Send money so he can take off more clothes. Renmia, Kumun Asobro. Jabari, you send money first, Amanda. Phil, is there anything in the free world or the darkest pit of earth that can take down your sister? No. Bingo Healer, why my grandma jumps in the sea. It flows over. Amanda, Jab, I give him another stuff you don't know about. Iramnia, how old are you? I'm 46. Amanda, and you're young to know. We are 46. Oh. The time has come to say fair's fair, to pay the rent, yeah, to pay our share. How can we dance when the earth is turning? How can we sing when our beds are burning? Imarinia, you married with kids? She is. I'm not. Linda, you know I love you, Richard. Oh yeah, from the worst way. I want you all tattooed. I want you bad. Joe Dirt, what's up, Biff Guts? Caleb Dugas, what do you call a cheap circumcision? A ripoff. I was going to say a bad idea. Mike, Godzilla Kong could defeat Sister if they drag her to the water and team with Megalodon. No. Okay. If all the monsters of the Godzilla universe teamed up against my sister, it might be a fair fight. She still got them on weight. Uh, Amanda, nope, he's not married. He has too much fun to be married and tied down. Bingo Healer, my grandma's fat. Yes, we got that. Yeah, I know. Phil, dream, 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 dream. I need you and all your charms whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream. Cars now. My grandma's not fat, just dead. My grandma's dead and evil. My grandma's so evil. When she died, she went to my sister's house. Linda, hit that like button, guys. I'm stripping later, Richard, and we gotta have a live bath night again. Richard will be there. You will see a lot of. Yes, I bet. Mike, Amanda, Richard is bringing the bubbles. What does that even mean? Amanda, where's your cat? Oh, they're in the other room. They didn't want to be on the live tonight. Mike, he better. Okay, now I'm getting a heat advisory for my area. That's not good. Cars now, Amanda. I was like, wait, what? For a second there. Yeah, I'm still going what? What goes up must come down. Spinning wheel turning round. Yeah. Amanda, yeah, YouTube won't let me show mine, so I say that for Richard in the back room. Actually, I think YouTube will permit you to show that. It's just you can't monetize that. Cars now, just do it elsewhere and give Mr. Richard the link, Lamo. Amanda, damn right there, Mike. Memory the Fisherman, I like golfing. Bingo Healer, my grandma does not need two seats, she needs two planes. Memory the Fisherman, Wolf Creek. Isn't there a TV show for that now? Amanda, really? Maybe I should then, huh? Well, like I say, YouTube is weird about that. I somewhere there was a channel where this dude would paint naked women. You know, Car Snow, just do it as an anatomy class, teaching viewers about female anatomy and you will be good. Yeah, I mean, there was one time I kept getting these breastfeeding videos. This is how to use a breast pump. And it's like, why would I need to know how to use a breast pump, YouTube? Stop sending me these videos. So yes, you can do a video where you show us how to use a breast pump, and that's perfectly legal on YouTube, but non monetizable. Bingo Heater. Wolf Creek is a real place in Australia. Yes, it is. I heard it was inspired by a true story. Amanda, sorry guys, I always say it's Richard's. Timestamp sounds like we need an Amanda and Richard bathtub collab. That would need to be one big bathtub. I mean, at this point, it would look like a gnat on a skyscraper. Oh, Phil, haha. This is how to use a breast pump. Yes. I'm not lying about that, Phil. That's a thing. Go Google how to use a breast or search how to use a breast pump on YouTube, and it will show you plenty of women. And it's like, what is going on? Bingo Healer, I don't know what this means. Laughing. It means laughing, Bingo. It's the equivalent of writing lol. I think it's like laughing so hard you're spitting or some crap like that, but you know. Bingo Healer, I'm stupid with technology. Well, technology. Phil, I clicked one time in the real estate. I clicked one time in the real estate agent with the huge rack, and now I get real estate agent popping up on my feed all the time now. Yeah. Like I looked up some fish stuff, and now I keep getting Shrimply the best. Phil, this is the laughing guy. Amanda Richard loves you, baby. See you tonight. Kitty. Mike, some here, Phil, but my was online poker ad. Phil, haha, Mike. Bingo Healer, a gun rack? Um, yes, the real estate agent had a nice gun rack. You could fit a Barrett in that thing. Phil, why does inhaling helium make the human voice high pitched? Because the helium is lighter than the air we normally breathe. So the vocal cords resonate at a different frequency. Caleb Dugas, my gun rack. Amadeus, 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 Amadeus. Okay, guys, we are over the hour, by the way. Phil, what is the one thing Amanda would do to you to make your voice sound like you inhaled helium? We're not going there. Mike, probably something with a banana and a slingshot, Phil. Well, I mean, there are things she does with her tongue that can get that effect. Being her, I want to grow toadstools, but haven't got much room for them. Yes, but Bingo, why would you grow a toadstool? Phil, ha ha. All right, guys, we are past the hour, and much as this is fun, I do need sleep. So I will talk to you all later. I'm Richard.